Hi, my name is Sammy Toll, and I was in Team 2 for this assignment. Team 2 covered MBA, Is It the Future? My portion of the report was the popularity of the MBA. So I'm going to go over both the past, the present, and the future of the MBA's popularity. So in the past, Harvard University started the MBA program, the very first program, so one program with 59 students. Since then, obviously, the number of programs and students, applicants, everything soared. It is now very well known, and we're going to look at these numbers and see how it's doing right now. Is it going to continue to be popular? Is it not going to be? Well, so right now, the present, we're going to look at numbers from 2012. And in 2012, plenty of schools experienced increase in applications, but also a lot of schools experienced a decrease. So if you look, there's a large percentages of schools who experienced increase in applications, and those were Penn State, who experienced a 14% increase from 2012 to 2011. Also, even larger percentage of increase was Cornell University, had a 16% increase, and Simon School of Management in Boston had an even larger increase of 23%. So those are huge, and then there's also a small increase at Stanford Graduate School of Business, 1.5%. It's still an increase. But if you look at the schools who decreased that same year in applicants, Harvard Business School, the very first school, experienced a decrease. And MIT's Sloan School of Management, a decrease in applicants. And University of Southern California's School of Business, decrease. But then there was also a very significant increase somewhere else across seas. In Germany, in the European School of Management and Technology in Berlin, 23% of their entire class of MBA students was from North America. There were more North American students in that class of MBA students than there were students from Germany. This is huge. Why is this? Well, the popularity is changing, so is the economy. The economy is always changing, and students are more aware than ever of the finances and the costs and what exactly it means to be spending that kind of money. And now, Europe has schools who are offering the same degree for less cost. Not only less cost, but also, my personal opinion, is that it is a great chance to study abroad and start that globalization, which is huge in business. So it's increasing some places, decreasing some places. Right now, in the present, we can say the numbers are pretty fluctuant, but they're there. If you look at this table from the Academy of Educational Leadership, it's also table 1.1 in the report, which is referenced in my portion. There are 833 schools that were reported in fall of 2006 to offer an MBA program. So this is down from another point, but we'll touch on that in a little bit later. But let's just see, these numbers are all over the board. There is New York with 52 different schools offering an MBA, and then there's Montana with one. Fort Hays State University is in Kansas, so if we look at the numbers from Kansas, that's 15 schools. That's about halfway in the middle, and it's really saying something. It's a large number, but it's not huge. This whole table shows you that there is just all over the board different numbers. These numbers can't tell you anything really. They're there, there's those programs, but obviously it's more popular in some states. So in referring to popularity, schools where there's 52 schools offering an MBA, it's going to be really popular in that state. It's probably not so popular in North Dakota or Nebraska, those states with fewer schools offering the MBA program. So where is the future of this? What are all these numbers telling us? These numbers are telling us that they're still there. The students, they're still applying. If you look at this next graph, the programs have decreased, but the applications have increased. Students are looking for those schools, for those MBA programs. It's just more cost effective to do it in another country. So what is the popularity of the MBA? Well, popularity-wise, it's still popular. Students still want it. Popularity might change to getting it in a cheaper location, getting a cheaper MBA, but applicants are still applying. Students still want it. The MBA, the popularity of it is here to stay thriving for a while. Face it, MBA is popular. I hope you've enjoyed this and that you will continue to learn about the MBA and determine whether or not it is the future. Have a great day.